All right, so the plea sounds like it would be to the unlicensed dog in count 1 and fail to keep vaccinated, count 5.
Correct.
All right. Mr. Thomas, is that accurate?
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor.
Ms. Vanderwall, have you heard what the attorneys have said the resolution of this case is?
Yes.
And I forgot to mention there is also just a fines and costs sentencing agreement. Is that how you wish to resolve the case?
Fines and costs is okay with me.
All right. And have you had adequate opportunity to discuss the plea with Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
All right. Will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right. So it's my understanding that you'll be pleading guilty to count number 1 of unlicensed dog regarding a female beagle mix. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 3 months in jail and or a fine of not less than $10 nor more than $100. And to count number 5 of failing to keep, looks like that same dog vaccinated. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 3 months in jail and or a fine of $10 to $100. In exchange for that, count 2 of unlicensed dog for a white and brown female corgi. Count 3 unlicensed dog for a brindle female shepherd mix. Count 4 unlicensed dog for a white and black female Jack Russell Terrier will be dismissed, along with count 6, 7, and 8, which are all failing to keep vaccinated for those other various animals. Now, you also have the sentence agreement that you'd be sentenced to fines and costs only. Do you understand that that's an agreement you have with the prosecutor, not an agreement you have with me? So if I decide I don't follow that agreement, you would be able to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember reading and signing an advice of rights form in this case, talking about your rights to an attorney and your rights to a trial? Did you understand those rights?
Yes, I did.
Most importantly, do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial and that by entering a guilty plea today, you'll be giving up that right and you won't have a trial of any kind? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything in order to get you to plea?
No.
Has anybody threatened you in any way?
No.
And is it your own free choice to plea today?
Yes.
Are counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements not made part of the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then Ms. Vanderwall, to the allegation that on or about September 12th, 2025 in Herring Township, how do you plead to count number 1 of unlicensed dog? And to count number 5 of failing to keep that dog vaccinated, how do you plead?
Guilty.
In order to accept those pleas, I must have you tell me what it is that makes you guilty. So back on September 12th, did you have the brown female beagle mix in Herring Township of Wexford County?
Yes, I did. I was dog sitting. I had no idea that they were not vaccinated or licensed, but I was dog sitting and I was just getting ready to drop them off to the owners. And that's when the dog kennel came in.
How long had you been
I was dog sitting for a while, but I had no idea these weren't vaccinated. And when I tried calling the people to let them know that I was caught with these dogs, their dogs, and they blocked me. So I had no way of getting a hold of them to tell them, listen to their whatever you want to say. And so, like I said, I might as well say I'm guilty for it. They were my responsibility.
Well, the charges that you owned. So, but you're saying that you're not the owner of the dog.
No, I'm not the owner of the dogs. No,
How-
the owners of the dogs were the ones that should be guilty, but they blocked me and I had no way of getting a hold of them.
How long were you dog sitting?
I've been dog sitting for quite a while.
These specific
These
dogs?
specific ones, 4 months.
4 months.
Yes.
Why so long?
The owners had jobs and they're the type of dogs that don't like to be kenneled up or left at their house alone. So I thought I would take and do a dog sitting thing.
Okay. Give me just a minute to look something up real quick. All right, counsel, I just did some quick case law research up here on the bench, and I don't see anything that would allow this to be construed against a longtime dog sitter, where she were not the owner of the dog in both counts. So I'll turn to you. Do you want some more time to discuss? Do you want to reset this for another final pretrial? To do some more investigation?
I would ask for it to be set for another round. What defense would like to do.
Mr. Thomas? Do you want a moment?
May I speak with Ms. Lawrence real quick?
Sure.
We don't oppose the resetting for final pretrial, Your Honor, if the court would allow that.
All right. So Ms. Vanderwall, you haven't done anything wrong. It's just the way the facts came out in the case. I can't accept the plea because I'm not convinced that you would meet the requirements of an owner. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset this for another final pretrial, and that'll give your attorney, Mr. Thomas, some time to talk with Ms. Lawrence to see whether there's certain defenses that can be asserted or other ways to resolve the case.
Okay.
Normally, I would say go out to the front window to get your next court date, but I can't do that today because I can't give you
Computers have its own mind
you
today.
know, technology's great when it works, but there's something to be said for quill pens and parchment paper.
Right.
Is the Sealy Road address still a good mailing address for you?
Yes, it is.
All right, so we'll,
I can do one. It's just going to be very big.
yeah, no, we'll mail out notices.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and same thing for the attorneys. So just make sure you're staying in touch with each other.
Okay.
I can tell you it will be set sometime on May 21st. All right. So we'll get this reset for another final pretrial.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In the meantime, any bond conditions you have will continue.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.